What up, what up? This is Bones back again with another video. This time I want to do a quick deck tech review of the deck that I've been playing for pretty much all of the videos that I've uploaded so far. And it's really one of my favorite decks that I've made across my various accounts. And it's a deck called Double Trouble. And Double Trouble basically utilizes a two-card combo between Doubling Season, which is a really good enchantment that allows permanents that come into play to enter with double the number of counters that they would normally, or if you're putting +1/+1 counters to boost your creatures, it would double the number of counters that you can put on your creatures, as well as it'll double the number of creature tokens that you would create anytime that you would create tokens. Yeah, creatures and pretty much any token that you would create. So it has a lot of really good doubling effects for this card. But the greatest combination that you can use with this card is with Planeswalkers, and in particular a Planeswalker that is Tamiyo Field Researcher. So Tamiyo Field Researcher, when she comes into play, she normally comes in with a starting loyalty of 4. But with Doubling Season, if you have that down first and then you put in Tamiyo, she comes in with double the loyalty counters, and she comes in with 8, allowing you to do her -7 activated ability the turn she comes into play. That ability is basically her ultimate ability, which allows you to draw 3 cards and then get a permanent ability to play all spells that are in your hand without paying their mana costs. And this is like super OP if you're able to get this to combo and activate, because you're able to play pretty much a ton of spells without paying the mana cost, and usually your opponent is not able to keep up with that level of value. As long as you're able to continue to draw more cards, if you've got really big and powerful spells, you're able to play a bunch of spells and then usually just kind of overwhelm your opponent and win the game. So this deck, Double Trouble, I have some other variants of it that utilizes different color combinations. But this is the main one that I've created, which utilizes just the 3 colors that Tamiyo Field Researcher's card is, which is green, white, and blue. And I packed this deck with a bunch of Planeswalkers and spells that allowed me to get that combo off over and over again pretty consistently every time that I play this deck. So as long as I'm able to pull those 2 cards, I can usually get the combo off and win the game. The few other things that I got in the deck is some cards that allow me to ramp, just to ensure that I have the mana to play the spells that I need to play. And then some things that allow me to draw cards and dig through the deck in order to make sure that I get the cards that I need to get that combo into play. And then some sweepers like Depopulate and Sunfall, which allow me to kind of keep my opponents at bay that play a little more of an aggro strategy and they're putting tons of creatures into play and threaten my life total to kill me or whatever. The sweepers just allow you to kind of destroy your opponent's battlefield and keep you alive long enough for you to get your own combo into play and then take over and win the game in the later stages. So let me just see. Yep, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go into one more gameplay and give kind of a talk through voiceover as I'm playing. So thank you. Alright, on to the gameplay. See what my opponent has. Alright, I get to go first. My starting hand looking decent. I got 3 lands. Okay, starting out with a tap land. Okay, my opponent looks like they got a little bit of rampant in play already. Go ahead and put that so I can put out my Prosperous Innkeeper. Throw the treasure into play. A little bit of rampant of my own. Lotus Cobra. That's interesting. Let's see what they're gonna do. No land drop. Ooh, that's bad for my opponent. See how this plays out. Let's see if my opponent wants to block this. Nah, I didn't think so. Okay. Okay, this could be a big turn for my opponent, utilizing Lotus Cobra's ability. Ooh, okay. That's an annoying card. Okay. So, did not get the land I need, but how do I want to play this? Well, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go for an attack. See if he blocks. Okay, so he blocks with that. I got trampled, so it'll deal damage through that. I think my best course of action, like I could dig for a land, which sounds good, but I think I want to hold up mana just in case. Excuse me, to take out this toast card. So because it has indestructible, I'll need to hit it with like the Wandering Emperor to exile it, unless I use Sunfall, but kind of feel like we have a pretty even board state, so I don't want a Sunfall at the moment. Okay, interesting. Okay. So as long as I'm able to block with this, should be good. Yeah, okay. Okay, finally got another land. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. I won't be able to attack at the moment. Well, nah, I could attack. Let's go ahead and do this. See what happens. Okay.
Feel the energy of battle. Then guide. I have got new moves to teach you.
Okay, so I still have the Sunfall to fall back on, even if he takes out my Wandering Emperor. So, see what his next play is. Yeah, he wants to take out that Wandering Emperor. So he's attacking here. I can of course block, so he won't be able to get through to deal damage. If he can't take out the Wandering Emperor, haha, the Wandering Emperor will take him out. Sorry, buddy. Okay.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack with both. Yeah, I think that's the best course of action. He could block, but no, he chooses not to block. I'm gonna go ahead and put out Teferi. Ooh, here we go. Double in season. Just what I needed. Alright, in turn. So I got the upper hand right now. I got Okay, so this might play out really good for him here with the double Fable passage. All the lands will come into play untapped that he puts in, and each land that comes into play is also it's not looking forward to that. Yep, so big play for him here.
Until
He's gonna wipe out my board state.
All creation can be undone.
I gotta figure out what am I gonna do next. I'm gonna see if I can do this doubling season. Let's see. Okay, he puts that out. He's not going to be able to remove doubling season on this turn, but he may be able to next turn. We'll just see what happens here.
Faced with tragedy, even observers need to. Nobody knows the past better than me.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So he's probably gonna just plus Ugin to wipe out one of the spirits. Then he's gonna attack. He's gonna attack the fairy here. Gonna have to block.
My greatest creation.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and sunfall the board at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and sunfall the board. And do we draw a card or nah? Go ahead and put these into play. See what he does.
Is meant to be shared.
Haha. It's not gonna wipe out my tokens.
No
So
setbacks.
unfortunate for him. Oh dang, he has a way to block. He has a way to block both my guys, so see how this goes. Ooh, okay. He exiled everything, so let's go ahead and activate the ability on both of these. Get both my tokens in. I'm gonna have to swing in for an attack on the Ugin. He's probably gonna block here. Okay, yep. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Prosperous Innkeeper into play. That might have been a bad move, but we'll see. He's probably gonna take out Prosperous Innkeeper. Oh no. Weird. That was weird. Ooh, probably a mistake on his part. Let's go ahead and block because I don't want to allow this card to whatever. Yeah, I don't want him to draw more cards, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to take out his Ugin. He's probably not gonna block. Yep. Excuse me.
I did all I deemed
Let's go ahead and throw this into play.
I'm inspired by a good assault.
Interesting. Okay, it's an interesting choice. So he drew some card.
I constantly seek to innovate.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with those two just to see, you know, if he does decide to block. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, opponent is down to 5 life, and I'm gonna pass the turn. Don't really have a play from the things that I have in my hand. I have a couple of sweepers and then a way to get back cards from the graveyard. But there's really nothing in the graveyard at the moment, so. So my opponent is digging as quickly as he can for answers, because his life total's down pretty low, and he's pretty much in a vulnerable state at the moment. So he's gonna have to do some form of blocking here.
Not just a gadget,
Let's
but
see what we can do here.
ingenuity.
Okay, he does this as a block. Is that a block? Okay. Okay. We're still pretty much stuck at the same spot where he took one of my creatures out, but it was a trade, so he had to sacrifice one of his. He's still digging through his deck because he desperately needs answers to keep him from losing this game. I'm pressuring him pretty good. Oh, okay. This is not good. This is not good. But I have an answer to this, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Is my opponent sure about that? Does he really want to attack me here? Okay, he goes for it. I'm gonna block just so I can keep me from losing uh, all my counters on building.
If that's your best, I needn't worry.
Okay. Create a couple of tokens. All right. Alright, so, how do we want to play this?
This is no mere trinket.
Okay. I wonder... Well, we're gonna find out. I wonder if he's gonna be able to take poison counters. Probably not. Let's see. Okay. Oh, one. Okay. Ah, none of those counters added up. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna go ahead and depopulate because him having foreign flex on the battlefield is pretty annoying. I'm gonna follow that up with Lawrence Flex Wound. Let's see. Yep. Still don't have anything worth getting out of the graveyard at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn. It's pretty annoying. Go ahead and sacrifice one of these treasure tokens. I got enough lands and mana in play at this point. This might come in clutch if I use it on. Dang. This might come in clutch. How do I want to do this? Am I hold on to this Otawara? I doubt he has any form of sweeper.
These contraptions have their uses.
So he's gonna block. Okay. Alright, so I think I can get 7 out of this without taking away my tokens. Or I should say treasure tokens. Alright, gave me a bunch of life. That's this ain't good. I don't think he can kill me here, so I'm not too worried. Interesting choice.
The facts can't be denied.
Oh, this is nasty. This is pretty nasty if I do a Sunfall. But how do I want to play this? Tough choice here. I think the way I'm gonna play this, because I have him more at threat with all of my poison counters that I'm getting ready to rack up on them. So I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these cards from my graveyard. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Dovin back into play. I'm gonna go ahead and plus them.
This is no mere trinket.
And swing in for attack. Yeah. See what he does? He's obviously gonna block, but he's gonna take a lot of poison damage here. And his life total is also down pretty low. See how we're gonna play this. I'm just gonna hold up. Okay. Yeah. So he's conceded here. I can see, because if he can't put anything on the battlefield to defend himself, then I've got the game won. He would need to block 3 of these guys to survive his turn. Survive my next turn, I should say. Okay, so he can't block 3 things. He goes. Dang. Oh. Okay, so he's leaving me alive a little bit here. Wait a minute. This is a weird choice.
A gap in my defenses.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hit him with an emote. I'm not sure why he did that. I don't know. I'll just be nice.
I constantly seek to innovate.
Poison for the win. Good game, good game.